Mommy Talk, the champions of parenting. Dr. Pert, Miss Lisa, and Miss April. Real, relatable, and right on time. Mommy Talk provides information for all facets of parenting. Listen and engage as the champions of parenting bring their experience and expertise to the world of parenthood.
Our listeners can expect to receive encouragement and resources that can help them with positive parental engagement. Come talk to us. Come talk to us. Good evening, champion parents and champion children out there. Thank you for tuning in this evening. I hope that everyone had a champion weekend. What about you, ladies?
I had an awesome, champion, superb, spectacular weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, all those adjectives, huh?
Yes. You want to share anything with us, Miss April?
So I spent some time with my family. You know, spending time with family is very important.
It is.
You know, get a chance to bond and catch up and just connect with your family members. So I spent some time with my cousin Russell. Hey, Russell.
Hey, Russell. Whoop, whoop, Russell.
We watched Power yesterday, so that's really exciting for us. And then, you know, I spent some time with my mom, so that's really exciting.
Beautiful.
That's nice.
What's up, Dr. Pert?
Hey,
Hey.
my weekend was just okay. It was kind of challenging because earlier in the week I had dropped off the picture for my dad headstone and just put the paperwork in for them to be able to put it into place. So it was just kind of challenging this week. And yeah, but I just look at the bright side through it all. I am very thankful to God that I have had him in my life, as well as, you know, my children were able to meet him and experience the great person he was.
He was an awesome person.
Oh,
He
thank
was.
you.
Yeah, he kept a smile on my face. He just was funny.
He's fun,
So
very funny. If
definitely
you
a
know
character.
Dr. Pert and you knew Ronald Pert, you would understand a whole lot. Amen.
Yes.
You know, I have to share something, Dr. Pert. I don't know if I think I have told you the story many times. I actually met Mr. Pert, Dr. Pert's dad, before I met her, and he was actually my 20-year-old daughter's principal. And so her dad and I were taking her to school. She was in preschool at the time. And we were taking this is really a good story. So we were taking her to school, and so he was walking in the hallway. He's very cheerful. Good morning, good morning. And the kindergartners, they were lined up, and he says good morning, and everybody was kind of like, hey, good morning, you know. And, you know, he wants more excitement from you. And so he's like, well, what's going on? Is everyone sleepy? And then he said, well, you know what? I'm sleepy too. Y'all know this man laid on the floor, y'all. He laid on the floor, and the kids just started laughing and screaming and like, oh my God, they were so excited. And so he said, come on, is anybody tired? Come lay down. And they looked at him like, nah, brother, man, you got that one by yourself. But I enjoyed that. We actually used to call him Joe Clark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Picture him doing that. That's fun.
Yeah, so it was beautiful. Beautiful, yes.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that story.
No problem, honey. I would tell you as many times as you want to hear it. Okay, listeners, again, thank you for tuning in. Please call us this evening at 313.
Call in.
Call us.
Call in.
Yes.
I told a few people to call in.
I know. I have a question real quick. So for you listeners, if you want to call in and elaborate, what is the deal? Why don't you want to call in?
People talking about they shy.
They shy. They'll listen, but they won't call in. But yes, the number is 313-837-1340. And just quickly, you know, talking about my weekend, I'm really getting over some sinus stuff this weekend. I don't know if you could still hear it in my voice, but my sinuses from the pressure in my face and on the side of my face. And if you guys are experiencing anything like that, please get checked out and
call
take
in
care.
and give Miss Lisa some remedies.
Yes, yeah, call in and give us some remedies. That was my Facebook post. See, there I go. I'm back, y'all. But yes, call in. What do you do for your sinuses? Yes.
Yeah, neti pot will be good. You ever did a neti pot?
I've not had it,
really
but
good.
that somebody said that it was your best friend if you
It
had
is.
one.
It is.
Yeah.
Have you tried it before,
Yeah,
Miss
I have.
April?
You have, Dr. Pert? Yeah, I have. It just, it's kind of a sensation, though. It's kind of like, feel like you're drowning because you actually putting water or saline drops and it's coming out.
Because it's doing a rinse
nostril.
or something?
Yeah, but it's really
Okay.
good. I
Okay.
do it.
Okay, you do it often?
Well, I haven't done it this year, so let me not
Okay.
say I did it this year. I probably need to do it.
How
but,
often should you do it?
I don't know.
Okay. Listeners, call in and let us know.
How often do you use the neti
We
pot?
want to know how often.
But you know what works
really
really
good.
well? Flonase.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sinuses. I tell you, my coworkers had got me in check because they was all like, "You always blowing your nose. You need to do something about that." And it was like, I mean, it didn't bother me, but then when they was like, "You need to do something about that," it was just like, okay, I got the Flonase and I was straight after that. You know, I was all good.
And I have Flonase, but let me tell you, with medicine, I am not consistent. I'm not consistent. I have this thing that I don't want to be dependent on medicine. Like, I have a bottle of Flonase in the car, and I do take it from time to time, but, you know, I have to do a little bit better.
It works. You have to take it consistently. It really works.
I used to worry about not taking prescription medicine or medicine because I thought I'll develop addiction, but no, I don't.
Yeah.
And I'm reluctant a lot of times to take medicine, but if I need it, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So it's no problem with
I think the issue, like, that I feel is that sometimes, you know, I get a phobia about medicines making you sicker. You know, like you need one, then it'll be time. Okay, I have this condition. Now it's time to take the next medicine. You know, they'll prescribe you something else. Oh, well, you know, Miss Card, we see that this is going on. You know, how about, you know, try. So that's my fault.
Yeah, that's if you trying all that medicine that they advertising on TV
my
with
God.
the 20 side effects. Yeah, I'd be scared to take that. But just like, you know, your average over-the-counter medicine that we grew up on, I think that's fine.
That's funny. You know, I know we have a topic, you all, this evening. But God, Dr. Pert, that is so true because I remember hearing about, I think it was a depression medicine, and the side effects had to do with suicide, vomiting. And I'm
Losing
like,
your left
hair.
pinky, your right kidney,
Right.
your
It's like,
intestines fall out.
hey, but you'll feel better. Like, that's crazy.
Right, your nose won't run, but you may lose your intestines.
Yeah, so how to support your children when they have big secrets. Please keep in mind that all secrets are not bad secrets. There are also secrets that spouses and or co-parents may support the child by keeping it away from the other parent. You just have to know and understand the difference. Maybe the child wants the parent to help surprise the other parent. Or maybe there's a school crush that only mother and daughter can relate to, or father and son. So those are safe secrets to keep. One of the biggest blessings in life is when you have children and your children confide in you. We as parents have to watch that wow factor. I say this all the time, that wow factor is when the children tells us something and we have a big reaction.
Oh, let me tell you this. The C-word duo, I need to make sure they call in because they always be like, Ma, I got to tell you something. I'd be like, oh. They'd be like, okay, fix your face.
Yes.
And so I had to automatically learn how to fix my face and make sure I'm listening attentive to them because I always try to fix their issues.
Yeah.
And, you know, we get into mommy mode where we try to fix
You gotta
their
save
issues,
your
but we
baby.
have to, save them. But we have to learn how to pull back and listen and let them talk
Listen.
themselves through it and get through it because we can't always be readily to solve their situation. So
Yes.
my sons be like, Mom, calm down. And I'd be like, okay.
Yes, because, you know, children, they tend to shy away when we overreact. And one of the movies, I don't know if you guys remember seeing the movie Bringing Down the House with Queen Latifah. And is it Steve Martin? Remember, she broke out of jail, and you know, and as crazy as the story was, she actually ended up helping him in his relationship with his children. She broke out of jail so that he could save her or represent her in her case. She was falsely accused of some things, but anyway, he she taught him, Queen Latifah taught Steve Martin how to deal with the daughter. So the daughter called and or told the dad that she had did something that would make all of us go crazy. And so you could see he was very uncomfortable as the daughter told him, but his reaction was like, wow, you must have had some heck of a night. And I'm like, wow, that was a good reaction. So that made her feel
more comfortable. Yeah.
Yes.
And we definitely have to watch what we say. And then, like we said, our body language when our kids are talking to us, because they'll be reluctant to talk to us.
Or scream.
And share. Yeah. So you have to calm down. And that's one lesson I really had to learn, as a single parent, raising my sons. That's one lesson I really, had to learn, that make sure I control my body language and my reaction.
Yes, and that famous question, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
That would definitely tend to...
that negative, when you start making it about them, and that negativity, it helps them, it makes them close up and not want to share. So you got to be more, open and, just sit back and just listen.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So children experience many stresses in life because they're at an impressionable age and they're trying to figure out what is important and what is not, what's relevant, what is not. Whether it's something that your child is personally going through, or maybe they know of someone who is going through something. However, or whatever the case may be, it's stressful. So now your child has a big secret of some sort. How do you support your children when they may be harboring something big? Champion Parents, again, give us a call at 313-837-1340. How do you support your child when they have secrets? What do you do? Have you guys ever experienced that, a big secret, something that made you feel maybe uncomfortable or...
No, I think, like we always state on the show, that communication is important in any relationship. And right now, my oldest is 12 years old, and as of now, she tells me things, she does confide in me, and she also confides in her father, but nothing pressing or big, I would say, actually really happened.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. My daughter, I think she was trying to tell me about a little crush.
You probably shut her down, didn't you?
No, I didn't. No, honestly, you know what? I listened because I remember, my daughter's in the 10th grade. So I'm just like, girl, come with it. I'm ready, because I had a crush in the 5th grade.
Okay, yeah, because when you say big, I was thinking, like, is that big? Like,
well, for a child, it's big. You know what I'm saying? When you come into your parent, like, with a crush.
Well, when a girl comes to her parent, like with a guy. I mean, I was like that with Seth and Caleb. I was like, wait a minute, who is she? So I guess it differs. Like if a girl goes to her mom, or even I guess we protective of our girls anyway.
I think just a kid going to a parent, like anything that's out of the norm. Though,
if my sons went to their dad, he wouldn't. He'd be like, oh, well, tell me. He'll be more relaxed. Whereas if they say something to me, well, that when they did,
but let that daughter go to the dad, because the daddy can't handle what the
I will agree with that. But my daughter does come to me and ask me questions on how should she respond to guys or the guys that she talked to in her phone, because I do allow her to talk to guys right now, and I just keep it honest with her, tell her how to respond, and I think she feels very comfortable with coming to me saying look, I like this person, how should I respond this way? Absolutely. And then when I give her an answer, she kind of looks at me, she kind of look at me how I looked at my dad or my mom when they told me to do something, and it's thinking, and you be thinking like, should I actually do that? Yeah. Are they giving me the right advice?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So I don't know. I think it's just different for, different kids. But, news is big, period. When you talk about anything that's out of the norm.
It sure is. Because I be like, I make a big deal out of it.
Yeah.
Because it's like something out of the norm, and then you just remember. I think we project our feelings on our kids, so we be like, oh my God. So we recall our experiences, and we don't want our kids to share the similar experience if it were bad as us. So we try to reflect on that, but maybe that probably isn't a good practice, because it could be different for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And see, I want to know because like I said, my mom, I've been talking to boys on the phone. Like I even remember being in the 4th grade talking to boys on the phone.
I talk to boys. Let me tell you.
But it was a friendship.
We got to call her.
But you know what? It was a friendship, and kids need to understand that you can be friends with the opposite sex.
Oh, I got a story for that. Let's take this caller first.
But you know what? They need to know that every person of the opposite sex, you're not going to be in a relationship with.
I'm going to tell you about this. So we have a caller. Hey, caller. Welcome to Mommy Talk.
Hi, I'm all ears listening to you because I was raised in, my mom was older, and so I'm like in my 50s. And so when I was raised, it was like, no, don't do it, don't. And there was no communication. So I'm all ears because I have grandchildren now, and I want to be very open to them and let them have open-ended questions that I can answer.
Yeah, you definitely have to communicate with your grandchildren, and it's not more so. I know my mom used to say, do as I do, not as I say. Or what is it? What you say?
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So sometimes, you have to be that role model, but then also let them communicate their feelings to help them, work through their issues.
But today, the young people have so much information. It's like the internet, Twitter, they have so much streaming and blowing and coming into their life and to their mind. So I just want to know what your solution is, and I'm listening, all ears.
Do you have a solution for that neti pot for Lisa? You ever heard of the neti pot, caller?
No.
Oh, okay, it's like a neti pot. So she was trying to figure out.
It's for a sinus
issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay.
No.
Yeah, but I think, but yeah, I think basically the solution is basically communication, like just keeping the lines of communication open, remaining calm, watching that wow factor, and just listen. Sometimes we have to listen, and then we have to listen with the intent to listen, because some people listen with the intent to respond or to put their own feelings and emotions into it, and then that's where I know that's where I get lost with my daughter. I really have to listen to her, and understand that we have to understand we are champion parents. We do a good job. We have to trust ourselves, and we have to trust what we produce.
Yes, because there's no rule book.
No, it's not. Absolutely not.
Well said, Miss Lisa.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you for calling and listening. Are you a champion at parenting?
Yes, I am. I'm a champion grandparent, and I'm going to see about finance problems.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
So wait a minute. Let me tell you about my mom. Maybe she'll call in or not. So I was not.
Dorothy calling Miss Dorothy.
She said she may or she may not. I'm going to have to send her a text. But listen, I could not talk to boys on the phone till I was like in high school. I used to sneak. Yeah. Like I would have my aunt, like a favorite aunt, I was sneaking that. Yeah, and then I couldn't date. I didn't go on a date until I was in the 12th grade.
Yeah.
So my mom was strict, like no interference with boys. You know, you don't need to be their friends. Like I had friends, like I grew up in church, of course. So I had, of course, friends at church that were my friends, but they couldn't call.
But they couldn't call you.
Oh, no, they couldn't call. There was no interaction. It was purely separate.
Yeah.
And I think my parents allowed me to talk to boys in the first grade, and I remember I had a boyfriend in the first grade, and everybody knew about him, including my parents, and his name was Percy.
Hey, Percy.
Hey, Percy.
Hey, Percy.
Percy Pert. Oh, no.
No wonder. No.
But it was just very innocent,
Yeah.
And I think it's one of those things that I use with my children. I want them to feel so comfortable.
Yes.
That they feel like they can tell me anything, and then I don't want to put all of these rules, and restrictions on them, so that they are sneaking and then they do something. I'd rather know what you're doing so I can correct your, misconceptions about anything, or your behavior, or your responses to how you will respond to a situation. So I'm that type of parent where I believe that, it's important to just listen. However, I am a little bit flawed, because sometimes, I do get emotional, and you all made some very valid points that, you have to, take your emotion out of it. And that's one of the things that my father did, and that's why I always went to him. He was non-judgmental, and I could just always tell him anything. And sometimes no response is the best response.
Yes.
Yeah.
'Cause
Non-judgmental is important. I'm glad you brought up that point because you have to be non-judgmental and open-minded in order for a person to feel comfortable with you.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why do we overreact? As parents, we overreact because we're fearful. We don't want our kids to get hurt.
Yeah.
That's a very hard thing to do, not to overreact. It's so
Yeah,
easy
it is.
very easy to react. Hey, caller, welcome to Mommy Talk. Hey, caller.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey.
welcome to Mommy Talk.
Okay, it's Miss Dorothy.
Hey,
Miss Dorothy.
Hey, how are you?
Your ears must have been ringing.
No, I heard what you said. Yeah, and I guess
Am I true? Am I true though?
yes, you are.
Okay, all right.
You are very true, and I guess it's because that's how my mom was.
Yeah.
Well, we always
my mom was
repeat.
like that.
We always repeat what we know. So yeah.
Yes, yeah, my mom was like that. She was very strict.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes.
very strict. Yeah,
And I think that's what, like with my mom, she always spoke about how my grandmother was very strict with her. And so she said she wanted to do the opposite. But I don't know what it was. My mother just had me fearful to do things anyway, but she didn't. Like, she allowed me to talk to boys, so I wasn't thinking about doing, like, anything. But most kids, it seems like they'll sneak.
Sure you wasn't.
Not then. Not then. I didn't say forever. I did not say forever. I
So,
just
Miss
said at that
Dorothy,
time.
do you have an issue? I mean, do you have any solution for Lisa and her neti pot? How often
Yeah.
should she use it?
use it as needed.
Okay.
So you don't like do it like once a month, once every 6
No.
months?
Well, you use it as needed.
As
so-
She
needed.
said as
as
needed.
needed. So that's-
Oh, you got to be clear. You got to be clear with her because you got to be.
okay, so
We hear you, Miss Dorothy.
Right, as needed.
and if it doesn't clear up, then you do it again. But once it clears up, you don't have to use it anymore.
Oh, wow.
So it is good for like sinuses.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I have asthma and I have that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Oh, let me ask you something, Miss Dorothy. Since you have asthma, I just found out there is something, an pneumonia vaccine. Have you had that before?
Yes, I have.
And the nurse explained to me, because I was like, today, because I went to the doctor today regarding my hearing, and she asked me, did I ever have a flu vaccine or a pneumonia vaccine? I was like, that's new to me. And she explained the type of patients that would get vaccine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so,
Miss Lisa, that's Miss Lisa.
you know what? You should have called me out, cause okay, you know what? Pneumonia, right? Oh, cause I was saying ammonia, right? Okay, Miss Lisa just called me out, and it's funny cause I remember years ago. Remember we worked together, and I sent that email out to all the teachers, and I put ammonia, and one of the teachers called me out, and it's actually pneumonia. Okay, I got you. I got you.
yes.
She all right, and I'm looking at it.
Yeah, but I had that, and I have to have the flu shot every year because I'm older and because I do have severe asthma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we thank you for
And
your
let me,
expertise.
yes, thank you. And let me correct myself. It's vaccine, not vaccine. I have an excuse. I'm losing my hearing, okay?
No, she's not. No,
I
she's
am.
not. No,
I
she's
am.
not. No, she's not.
I am. And they said that was one of the side effects.
Oh, okay.
Amen. Thank you for calling, Miss Dorothy.
Yes. It's pronounced words if you can't hear clearly.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. That's one of the side effects. Because I went to ENT this afternoon. I did. Really.
Okay.
Seriously, I am. They got a scan. I have to take a scan because something is going on with my hearing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Thank
you for
you.
calling Champion Parent.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Champion parents. Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Never a dull moment here.
It's never a dull moment. I like how you always just leading into things too, Lisa. I just want to say I really, really appreciate. You always just take the leadership role. What did I do? No, I'm just saying. I just
Is
really
that a
appreciate
compliment? Look, the way this night is going, I don't know if it's a compliment or.
It really is, because I know you always say that you get nervous or whatever, but I don't see that you do. You're so active and you so prompt. It takes me a minute to kind of think about stuff. And it takes Miss Dr. Pert a minute to get her words together.
You know what? I see where this is going.
So, Miss Lisa,
But you know what's so funny? I had to give Father Thomas a shout out because I when I was sing, I'm always nervous when I sing, and so he was like, being nervous is good because it means that you care about what you're doing. So I still get nervous. I get nervous. I don't know. I'm not scared. Like being scared and nervous is different,
right?
So nervous is just more so like you just want to do well, and I just appreciate that lesson, Father Norman P. Thomas.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like we may have another caller. Is the caller ready for Mommy Talk yet? No, maybe the caller isn't ready.
313-837-1340.
That's the call-in number. So we can have the caller. Hi, caller. Welcome to Mommy Talk.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, how everybody doing?
Hey,
How are you?
Good, good. I just want to say I enjoyed my relationship with my mom.
Aw, you're
That's
so
nice.
sweet.
Very nice.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, like, oh,
Say that's all that needs to be said.
Hey, man. I'm joking. That's good.
Your
That's
mom
a
must be
beautiful thing.
very special.
yeah. When I was younger, it was like kind of weird talking to her, but I feel like as I grew older, we had the same experience, so we can relate more. So I think that kind of helped as well.
Beautiful.
Okay, that's beautiful.
That's nice.
And it's nice for you to call and express that.
And thanks for sharing that with us.
Oh, no problem, no problem. All right.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
You
Okay,
too,
you
champion
too.
student.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm over here trying to think of a comeback for Miss April.
I know you are.
I
You
may
gonna
not
give
get it today, but
you
I'm
gonna
gonna get it. Yeah.
You are. You definitely are. Because I had to come and get you back from that journalism. Remember you?
Let here you
I
go
forget
now. Play nice, you too. Champion parents.
Champion. We're
Yes.
definitely our champion.
Yeah, but I do want to say, I was thinking this as I was sitting out in the parking lot. I am really thankful for the Mommy Talk team. I really am, and I feel like we're gaining momentum with everything that we're doing, and I really appreciate you guys.
We definitely appreciate you too,
thank
Dr.
you.
Purr. It's definitely a blessing to congregate, and we all have the same passion, and it's important to affiliate yourself with people with the same passion.
Absolutely.
Yes. So
See, I wanted to say something. I don't want to seem like I'm throwing jabs because they so silly over here. But I was going to agree that it's also good to fellowship.
Oh, okay.
with you ladies, and this is therapy for me. It really is. It's therapy.
And it helps you reflect, and it makes you a better
does.
person. So that's all that counts. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. So we appreciate you for listening and spend your evening with us here on Mommy Talk. For additional information, visit us on social media platforms at Mommy Talk Network, on our website at www.mommytalk.com. That's MOMMIE. Come talk to us each and every Monday on 1340 AM or 96.7 FM WCHB Detroit from 7:30 to 8 p.m. Again, visit us on our social media platforms. In closing, I would like to leave you with a special quote from Jill Churchill. There's no way to be a perfect mother and a million ways to be a good one. Thank you for tuning in to Mommy Talk.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to Mommy Talk, the champions of parenting. And remember, you too can be a champion of parenting. Continue to support and love your children. For additional information, you can contact us at info@mommytalk.com or visit our website at www.mommytalk.com. We can also be found via social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Mommy Talk Network. Please listen to us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on WCHB Detroit's Gospel Station.
Come talk to us.